Hello there everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is DC and today I'm here to take a look at the Gingerbread AT-AT LEGO Star Wars set. Now, Christmas has come and gone, but it's still December, and I thought before the year ends and there's still a little bit of Christmas spirit in the air, why not take a look at one of the more unique LEGO Star Wars sets out there. And before we get started with the review, I just gotta say I love this set, and I'm very excited to dive more into it. And let's not have any further delay, and let's get started with the review. Now, before we get started looking at the figures and the set, let's go and take a look at the box first. So you can see the box has some nice artwork on it, shows how many pieces. We have 697 pieces, the set number, which is 40806. This isn't an adult set, this is a set for everyone, but you can see a little bit of what the set looks like. Here's the side, not much to really go off of there. The back shows some of the pictures, how it looks. There's Darth Vader right there, sipping his coffee inside of the AT-AT head, and just a little bit of how it looks inside, some presents, and him there again. The other side shows a bit of the AT-AT. The bottom has all the legal stuff, barcode, and the top has some more stuff and a picture of the figure one-to-one. Now, before we take a look at the AT-AT itself, let's go and take a look at the Gingerbread Darth Vader. And I really love this figure. I think it's a really neat having a special figure to have in your collection. And as someone who loves Christmas and the holidays, this was the perfect set for me, and this is the perfect figure I could ask for to put up for a little holiday display. Now, taking a look at him, you can see he has some really nice detail on his chest and his legs, some dots on there to represent the gingerbread, the frosting on his legs, even on his feet there, on the chest with all the frosting buttons. It looks like someone decorated him instead of being more of like the cyborg robot parts that he has in the movies. And I absolutely love it. Also, the color is very nice. There's not much going on the side, as you can see there. Not much, just kind of plain. On the back, he has a printed cape, and I really love this cape as well. It just really helps give the figure the idea of that he is a gingerbread figure. And the cape is very nice. The frosting swirls around the edges, and then all of the dots there as well. Then the other side, and then of course, flip up the cape. And you can see he even has some more of that frosting paint and dots on his back. But it'll be covered by the cape most of the time. And now let's go and take a look. His head, he doesn't come with an Anakin head. It's just a gingerbread colored head with no face. And I think that's fine. I think for a set like this, personally for me, I wouldn't display him without his helmet on anyways. Of course, since Lego already has the print, they could have just printed the Anakin head under it, and I think that should have been how they did it. But also, it's supposed to be a gingerbread cookie figure, so I don't think it really matters. And now, before we move on, I just wanted to take a look and compare him to a normal Darth Vader figure. This Darth Vader is from the it's the set that comes with the Fives figure. It's the attack on one of the ships, the ship scene in A New Hope. And you can just really see the difference between the two. Mainly, of course, the color, but also in his little frosting deco compared to this more sleek, robotic, synthetic suit that Darth Vader wears. Of course, this Darth Vader has more printing. He has printing on his arms, more printing on his legs, but you can see the differences are there. Of course, he doesn't have any printed things on his cape. He doesn't need any. It's really cool that they did that for this version. But I thought it would be interesting to just take a side-by-side look and see just how different they are. I don't have any other Darth Vaders. I would love to get that white Vader. I think that would go really well with like a Christmas display or the Santa Vader. So none of those, but thought this would be interesting to look at nonetheless. Alrighty, now that we have the figure out the way, it's going to take a look at the set, the Gingerbread AT-AT. And first thoughts are, I love it. It fit really well with my Christmas decorations this year, and I was very happy to have something a bit more unique with my Christmas decorations. And I love that it just looks like an AT-AT made out of gingerbread, but in Lego. But let's go and take a closer look. First, we'll start off with the head. As you can see, the head, it looks just like an AT-AT in my opinion. Of course, this set is a much smaller scale version of the AT-AT. If you're wanting a normal AT-AT, that's where I would go bigger, of course. And I'm pretty sure Lego does make bigger AT-ATs. I don't have any to compare this to, sadly, but I'm pretty sure all of their sets run about like 1,000 pieces or more, especially if you got the UCS version. But yeah, the head, it looks really nice. It looks like an AT-AT in my opinion. It has some candy cane pieces there for like the guns. I think those are guns. He also has some guns down here. It's white and red, some more candy cane colors. The top piece does open to like that. This opens up a little bit, and then these do open up a little bit. It's not the greatest. They kind of just move around like so, but you can open up this top, and then I'll grab the gingerbread Darth Vader, and you could sit him in there like so. Go ahead and take it off the stand, and you can see the inside. It's just you slide his legs in between, or slide that in between his legs, and he sits there, kind of like some of their other sets they've been doing recently. So we'll go ahead and close that, as I prefer to have him inside of the AT-AT belly and not the head. But if you wanted him to pilot it, you can. Go take a look at the side. You can see a string of Christmas lights here, which I think is really cool. I think um, there's companies out there you can even DIY it yourself and make your own little lights, put your own little like Lego lights on here. I know I've seen them for some of the Lord of the Rings sets, like Rivendell and the Eye of Sauron, and I think that would look really neat having some actual little Lego Christmas lights that can light up and just really add to the effect that this is a Christmas set. But I think the lights look really good. Go ahead and pull it in a little bit closer. You can see it. It's just red, green, yellow, blue, and then it repeats. And it just connects on like this webbing piece. And it just looks nice. And then, of course, it opens up on the side, and you can see on the inside. Now, here's another complaint that I have. This, as you're watching it, likes to just kind of fall down. I wish the hinges were stronger so that it would actually stay up all the way, so that you can have a better look inside of the belly where Darth Vader is chilling. Another complaint I have is this neck piece. Looking at it from the side, it just really sticks out. It doesn't look very good. I think they could have done something better to maybe make this neck joint look better. Of course, it's a smaller set. Maybe not much they could do, but I think they could have done a little bit more to make that look better and to keep this up. But we'll go ahead and look on the inside later. We're just going to take a look at the outside first. And I just like all of the little like sprinkles, I guess you could say, just around the AT-AT. It looks really nice. Again, the lights look really nice. Go ahead and lift it off the stand, and you can see its legs are also kind of the same. Red, white, and red. Candy cane colors. And it just looks nice. This is a really cool piece. It's like a cake almost, I think, is like frosting, and it's dripping down, and then there's little bows here, and it's just neat. Go to take a look. Oh, one of his legs is up. At the back, go ahead and slide this back. The back, it's about the same as all the other pieces. However, I do believe, I haven't really messed with it, I do believe that this can open up a little bit. Not too much though, because I'm pretty sure this is where his fireplace is. But, the pieces do move around a little bit. the other side, pretty much the exact same as the side that we just looked at. This part does open up as well, and it's this side stays up a lot better than the other side, so that's good. At least maybe I just have some bad pieces or something. So it's good that that stays up. We'll go ahead and put that back down. Let's go and take a look at the top of the set from this side, from this angle. You're going to see a little bit more of these colored pieces to represent like maybe frosting, sprinkles, whatever it could be. Maybe candy, some gumdrops. And then on the bottom, it's just that. Not much to look at. Now, the set does move a little bit. The feet move this way, all 4 of them, as you can see. There are some joints here too. You can move around on all 4 legs. Like you can say like the knees and then like the hips of the AT-AT. I accidentally popped that piece off. There we go. So not like the most movement. I think the only thing I would like to have seen, you can see how much it can move that way. And then back, a good amount of movement. I don't think you're really going to be doing much moving of this set though. Mainly because the head, the neck piece, it does not flex. It's just a Technic piece, I think, just in here. It's been a while since I built this set. And that's it. There's no movement, there's no up and down. And that's kind of a shame. I was hoping it would be able to flex down or up. Maybe to look at a character, another figure, whatever. So, like this, not really being able to even move side to side, it doesn't really do anything. Kind of makes having the legs move pointless in my opinion. I mean, of course you can have it walking, I suppose, which could be cool, but I don't know. For me, I wish the head moved, and I feel like that would give it more reason to have the legs moving as well. Alrighty, before we take a look at the inside of the AT-AT, let's go and take a look at the articulation this set has, as it does have a little bit of articulation in it, but only in the legs. So you can see here, there's articulation here, and then at the ankle, I'll say, of the leg. So the ankle just only moves like that, back and forth. That's on every foot. And then the knee joint can flex about right there. It can also go that's okay. Those pieces pop off kind of easy. It can also go the other way as well. Then the legs can go about that far forward and that far back. I'm not going to move every leg because it's all kind of the same articulation. And that would just be a little bit tedious. Oh, I popped the whole leg off. Tedious and redundant. Nice. Easy to put back on. Now, I do have one complaint. That's the fact that the head doesn't move. And I feel like that's just a missed opportunity. I feel like they could have given the head a joint. I get that it's a smaller scale AT-AT. I'm sure the bigger ones move. I don't know. Like I said, I don't own a bigger AT-AT, so I don't have any to compare. But it would have been nice to just be able to flex the head down at least. I accidentally pushed that in too far. That's okay. I'll fix it after. But just moving the neck and the head down to look down at, say, a minifigure would be really nice. Sadly, it doesn't move at all. And I feel like that's just a missed opportunity. Combine that with the fact that the neck is kind of ugly. It's just a big complaint. But again, maybe the bigger AT-ATs aren't like that. I hope they're not like that. But I don't have any to compare to. Alrighty, it's time to look at the inside of the AT-AT. Now the flash is on. It's a little bit dark in here, and so hopefully that'll give a good enough light to look inside of the AT-AT. Now the inside's pretty cute, I'll say. Back here is actually some presents that are hidden away, which are really cool. Easily just pop them out. We can take a look at them. I mean, if you own any of their other Christmas, that's okay. I fell on the floor. If you own any of their other Christmas sets, you have probably seen their presents that look just like these. We have a McDonald's wrapping paper, it looks like, and then just a green and white one. So pretty cool. Darth Vader has some presents. I don't know if it's for him or for his kids. Uh, this has fallen down a little bit. I'll probably have to keep that pulled up myself. But you can see on this side, a bit more the inside as well, where he sits, his little rug, where you can place the presents. Focus, thank you. He even has an extra little candy cane here. I don't know why it's not focusing. There we go. A little extra candy cane there. Some stockings, which are really cute, and then a fireplace. We can flip it to the other side. You can see more. He has a little table here, which is actually meant for his cup of coffee and a cookie. Well, that's okay. I have him holding the cookie anyways normally. But you can see this is what the cookie looks like. Let's try and focus on that cookie, please. Looks pretty nice. I think this is just a sugar cookie with some sprinkles. I don't know if they've used this cookie in other sets before. I'm sure they have. Also, the keen eye observer could see that there's another cookie just right there, just chilling. So let me go ahead and put him inside, and you can see what he looks like inside of his own little AT-AT. Alrighty, I got him all tucked away in his AT-AT, sipping on his hot chocolate and eating his cookie. And you can see he looks really nice and tucked in and cozy in there. He also has a little holder for his lightsaber, which is nice. So he's got a holder for his candy cane and a holder for his lightsaber. This has fallen a little bit. All in all, it's very, very cute, I would say. And I really like it. And it made for a really nice Christmas decoration this Christmas. Now, before we move on, the bottoms of the flaps do have little wreaths with some red leaves on it, which is really neat. Of course, it's kind of hard to see with it all, at all, really, with this up. But if we put this side down, you can see the wreath on the other side. And I think that's really neat. Now, my final thoughts on this set. For me, I love this set. Like I said earlier, I think it made for a great Christmas decoration as someone who loves Christmas, the holidays, and Star Wars. And I just love looking at it all throughout December in my living room. And I just love this set. The set goes for about $60 US. And for almost 700 pieces, I think it's worth it. Not many Lego Star Wars sets nowadays are worth MSRP, and this is one of the few exceptions in my opinion. And so if you are someone who loves Christmas and loves Star Wars, I recommend getting this set, especially if you have the advent calendars. I don't, but if you do, this probably would make a really great addition to whatever little holiday Christmas display you might have. Now, if you guys do own this set, let me know your thoughts about it in the comments below. I would love to hear what you guys think. Do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you disagree? Is there something you really like? Is there something you really hate? Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy this review. If you found it helpful, please hit that like button. It does mean a lot. If you didn't like this video, hit that dislike button. Let me know what you didn't like. I'll try to be better. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm coming back after 3 years of not recording videos. Got some new reviews brewing up coming soon. And I'm going to hit 2026 running with this channel again. And I'm very excited to get back into it. And I hope you guys will join me for this next stage of this YouTube channel's journey. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a happy new year. Be safe. Celebrate with your friends and family. I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye-bye.